There are more than 6 million auto accidents in the United States each year. Those accidents leave 40,000 people dead and more than 3 million injured. Medical experts say most drivers are simply unaware of the type of energy and impact a car crash, even at speeds of just 35 miles per hour, can create.
No doctor diagnoses an injury by looking at the damage to the vehicle. It just doesn't make any sense. They don't do that, so you shouldn't do it when you're trying to analyze whether or not a particular vehicle was in a collision that could have caused injury to the occupant of that vehicle. The reason that's important is because every vehicle is different and subject to different safety regulations.
Which is why wearing a seatbelt is so important. This machine, called the Seatbelt Convincer, shows riders how it feels to be involved in a crash of speeds less than 10 miles an hour. As you can see for yourself, it creates a massive amount of impact.
There's a tremendous amount of energy, a tremendous amount of violence in those crashes, and if you're not appropriately restrained, those are potentially fatal injuries.
If you're in a crash and not seriously injured, but someone else involved is, doctors say in most cases, keeping that person as still as possible is extremely important.
If there is a concern about an injury, especially things like potential of a neck injury, you really don't want to move the person until you get a professional there that can help make sure that you immobilize the spine when you move.
And even if you feel physically fine after a crash, it's usually still a good idea to get checked out by a doctor.
It would be a wise thing to see their physician just to make sure that there isn't something that they need to do. The extent of the injury won't always be noticed immediately, and it may take time for that tissue damage that's occurred to declare itself.
For people under the age of 65, car crashes are the #1 cause of spinal cord injuries. Injuries which account for billions of dollars of medical costs each year. Reporting for the EXP News Network, I'm Josh Talkington.